We're back as Tara and Karina stand by to unveil our best overall vehicle for 2013.
The motoring tip of the week is brought to you by Walmart. For everyday low prices on Pennzoil, conventional, and synthetic oils.
Our motoring tip of the week concerns your owner's manual. You know, for every single one of the 25 years we've been doing motoring, checking your owner's manual and referencing it is a great tip. Always has been, always will be. Now, I've noticed that when you take delivery of a new vehicle, the people at the dealership are really good at briefing you on the features and benefits and operation of your vehicle. But it's a whole lot of information to process all at once. So you get home and maybe you can't remember how to pair your cell phone with a vehicle or set the nav system or presets on the radio, whatever, it's all in here. Now, as the vehicle ages, you also want to reference things like fluid capacities and what types of fluids go where under the hood of your vehicle. It's also got some great information about fuse cavities and which fuse provides protection to which circuit on the vehicle. So in other words, when some equipment goes down, you can go in here and reference which fuse you've got to go straight to change. There's often little tricks or procedures you need to know, and when you know them, it's really easy. If you don't, it's difficult. So reference your owner's manual, keep it in the car. That's your motoring tip of the week.
What is a Big Mac other than probably the world's most popular lunch? Well, economists use it, believe it or not, as an economic indicator to compare the cost of various objects in various countries. It takes into account the differences in currency, and you can say how many Big Macs does it take to buy, let's say, a car in Russia versus a car in Canada, because that's the common denominator. And on that basis, cars today are way cheaper in terms of number of Big Macs than they were when this show started. Not only that, the cars are bigger, they're more comfortable, they got more features, they're way safer, they get better performance and deliver better fuel economy and fewer emissions. It's just win-win-win all across the board. And I always think about, you take thousands of parts from hundreds of companies in dozens of countries, you dump them into a cornfield in southern Ontario someplace, you pay some high school graduate $12 an hour to screw them together. It's a miracle that they ever work. The fact that they do almost 99.9% of the time, well, I think it's a miracle. So if you think that people don't build cars like they used to, give praise that they don't.
Everything good back there, ladies? All right, and you know what's back there, our overall top vehicle for 2013. But now let's join Graham for our next category.
The Honda Accord, Nissan Altima and Subaru Legacy make up the imported family car category. The 9th generation Honda Accord arrives as a much sharper looking car. As before, it's offered in both coupe and sedan guises. Visually, both have a substantial look, and with the V6 engine along for the ride, the right sort of pace. However, the game changer proved to be lane watch. It features a right side camera that offers a better view of things to the side and rear than a conventional mirror. It's good enough, it should be standard on all cars. The Nissan Altima has always been a very strong mid-size contender. The latest version reinforces the notion that it is one of the best in the segment. It has style, a healthy dose of substance, and it boasts a comfortable cabin with excellent front seats. So what's the catch? Nissan's newfound love of the continuously variable transmission. The saving grace in this instant, at least if you pay for the V6 engine, is the driver's ability to shift manually. While the Legacy is not the most eye-catching in the segment, it does have one thing going for it: Subaru's excellent all-wheel drive system. The combination of the low centre of gravity and the proactive nature of the all-wheel drive system brings a sure-footedness to the drive most competitors simply cannot match. Were it not for the continuously annoying transmission, it might be an easy winner in this category. As it stands, the Legacy is destined to remain a niche player.
You know, Graham, it's always tough to beat an incumbent, and in this case, I think that rings true.
It sure does. I picked the Honda Accord. I love what they've done to the car. The lane watch adds a new dimension to safety altogether, and if you go with a V6, it's actually a pretty sporty ride.
Hey, I like the Honda Accord, but you know, it'll be interesting to see how it does in the sales room this year, because I still don't think they came up with a very stylistic design, although it's never bothered them before, and it's always been a success. Our next category takes a few dollars: luxury.
Absolutely. Our nominees, they're all entry-level cars, but they are nonetheless still affordable. The nominees for luxury car are the Acura ILX, BMW 3 Series and Buick Verano. If the ILX is a harbinger of things to come from Acura in the next couple of years, the company's future looks bright. As a package, the ILX delivers the right amenities, a comfortable ride, poised handling, decent power, and it is fuel efficient. The lone quibble is the choice of transmission. Acura needs to offer both manual and automatic transmissions with both of the ILX's engine choices. When this happens, it will take flight. The latest 3 Series has some mighty big shoes to fill. This car has long been the benchmark in the category. Fear not, the new car more than accomplishes all that was demanded of a replacement. From its all-turbocharged engine lineup and available hybrid, to the manner in which it sachets its way through a corner, it is better in every respect. It also benefits from its stretched wheelbase, as there's now some real rear seat leg space. The Buick Verano Turbo adopts all of the measures employed in the base car, such as the quiet ride and rich cabin, but adds some welcome spice to the drive. It comes from a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. With 250 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque on tap, the Verano Turbo is, perhaps, the ultimate sleeper. Nobody expects a Buick to perform like a sports car. The Verano Turbo does that and more.
Well, without a doubt, the ILX was the newest one in this category, but did it win?
No, it didn't. I picked the BMW 3 Series. As with the Honda Accord, I still think it is the benchmark in that segment. Great driver's car, but it's also a great family car.
Totally agree. Our next segment, prestige. What's the difference between prestige and luxury? Is it just extra dollars?
Extra dollars. But the 3 nominees in the prestige category, they not only have the prestige, they're loaded to the nines when it comes to equipment and engine choice. The BMW 6 Series Grand Coupe, Cadillac ATS and Lexus ES350 are the candidates for prestige car. BMW's new 650i Grand Coupe is a different car for several reasons. First, it joins the ranks of the poorly named coupe sedans. Second, it bucks BMW's traditional naming scheme. Neither, however, matters a whit. In spite of its full body, it handles like a car half its size. It also has the sweetness of a 4.4-litre twin-turbo engine, which gives it the go to match its show. Throw in a truly opulent cabin and you have a ride that is luxurious boulevardier and a full-on sports car at the same time. Building on the strength of the CTS, Cadillac's new ATS ramps things up to the point where it is a very real contender in a very tough segment. It boasts a stunning style, a rich cabin, and the right driving dynamics. While there is a choice of engine, it's very difficult to overlook the appeal of the top-level V6. When equipped with this engine and GM's adaptive suspension, the ATS dances its way through a corner like no Cadillac ever before. Am I getting old, or is Cadillac finally becoming hip? Since its introduction in 1990, the Lexus ES has been a prestige staple. In the beginning, it was little more than a gussied-up Camry. However, successive generations have widened the separation to the point where the similarities are now little more than cursory. The 6th generation ES, which is offered in normal and hybrid forms, has been extensively reworked to build on its appeal. There is more space, more content, and the ability to tailor the driving characteristics through the Drive Mode Select system.
Graham, I think you might have given this away when you mentioned that one of the cars had a choice of engines.
Well, I probably did. The winner, of course, is the Cadillac ATS. The thing that really struck me about this car, they've taken the groundwork that they had with the CTS and taken it to a whole new level. Stylistically, a very good-looking car. Slip behind the wheel, and it has, for me, a fabulous cabin. It really is a very nice car that bodes very well for Cadillac.
And Motoring 90 will be back in just a few moments.